tonight at the Coliseum. It rained from about 4:30 to 6:30, but it has stopped. The tarp is coming off the field, so that is the good news, and we will have baseball tonight. The game will be delayed just a little bit, but we will have game 2 of this series, the Orioles and the Athletics, coming up on Comcast Sportsnet California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball, along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. So the rain was here, it is gone, and Ray, we are going to have baseball, but they're talking about maybe a 7-10 start, so we're just going to be pushed back about 10 minutes.
Well, Dick Callahan just mentioned Round Table Pizza, which is a good thing to mention about this time, but a little bit of a rain delay, which is very surprising this time in, the month of May? This is the 28th of May, and we have rain here at the Coliseum. And I talked to Joel Skinner downstairs. He said, I came out here thinking there wasn't going to be any rain delays, but unfortunately, we have it 28th, but there will be baseball, and that's the good news. You'll get the field ready and be ready to go.
Indeed. It did rain some, but we're going to be okay. So we'll join us again here about 10 after 7. So just a little step aside just for a little bit, and then we'll have the ball game. The A's and the Orioles coming up again about 7:10 here in Comcast Sportsnet California.
A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by AT&T and by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
For much of the early season, the A's bats have labored as the fans have waited for their hitters to come out of hibernation. With summer around the corner, the frost has started to thaw on Oakland's lumber as they have pounded out 23 hits and scored 10 runs in their last 2 wins. Every player in the green and gold knows that if the bats stay alive and this spectacular pitching continues, the A's can climb their way up the standings. Can the A's hitters keep the fireworks going on fireworks night at the ballpark? Stay right here. A's Baseball is next. Well, the rain has gone away, just a short rain delay, so the A's, Coco, Chris, the rest of the guys getting ready to go for Game 2 of this 3-game series. The A's and the Orioles, A's trying to make it 2 in a row over Baltimore. So we're just about set to go. A nice crowd on hand on fireworks night for Game 2 of the 3-game series. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. So just a short rain delay, but the third rain delay of the year here at the Coliseum. What the heck is going on?
I don't believe it. Really, it's so upsetting to come out here and see rain at all, much less to delay a ball game, which happened last week when they had the 2 against the Angels. And, you know, especially a team from Southern California, they come up here and it's raining and delays. But A's won those 2 games, one last night, trying to win another one tonight and try to get on a roll, get back to 500. And they continue to play like they did last night with the hits, coming with 2 outs, driving in runs to help them win the game last night. That's a heck of a start for them.
Well, that is what we're starting to see, at least in the last 2 games. 23 hits total. And like you said, the 2-out RBI hits, so maybe things are starting to click offensively.
Well, that's the whole thing. If you can get the hits with 2 outs, runners in scoring position, it just makes everything work so well. And of course, we've talked so much about the pitchers and how they need run support to make it a little bit easier on them. So it's, 51 games through last night, and all of a sudden now the A's are starting to score runs, actually 52 after winning last night. So you think third of the way into the season, yes, the offense is coming alive, and I think we're starting to see that with the lineup that pretty much the A's started with. Kevin Kuzminoff back in the lineup tonight after missing about a week. So he's back. Andy LaRoche has done a great job. Nice mix of different guys playing, but it's good to see the guys in the lineup, especially the way they're swinging the bat.
Well, pitching's not the problem, and
right.
Josh Outman will take them out tonight for his second start. Well, he was really good down in Anaheim.
He knew he's a little bit nervous. In the first inning, it showed as he walked a couple of batters, but, man, after that, he settled down. He and Kurt Suzuki worked outstandingly together, especially with a great changeup that he used in 2009, something that Kurt and he talked about before the ball game. He did a great job. Unfortunately, he left with a no decision, but for him to be able to take the mound after the hard work of rehabbing after the Tommy John surgery to come back and pitch as effectively as he did, it's nice considering the A's now have 3 guys on the disabled list, 3 starters on the DL. So what he has done, Moscoso, so those guys have stepped in, and I think we're going to see some good things out of Josh Outman. Everybody knew he could pitch well. He showed it before he got hurt. Now he's come back and doing it again, especially in his last start.
So he got a no decision in that start, so he'll try to get a W tonight, and the A's will try to make it 2 in a row over these Baltimore Orioles. So the rain delay is over. The A's will take the field here in just a matter of moments. Lineup cards being exchanged. So we're just about set to go. It started to rain at about 4:30, and it rained right up until about 6:15, and then it tapered off, and Clay Wood got the tarp on quickly, and everything was fine with that. So here is the game time weather. It's brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission is free, and the boardwalk is open daily. It's a cool one, 54 degrees. Not a whole lot of wind right now, and it looks like the rain is gone for the evening. But the A's fans bundled up on what will be a cool, damp night. Josh Outman has finished the warm-up tosses, so he's going to take a quick break, and then we'll get this ball game underway. So the Orioles coming in with their loss last night. They dropped down under the 500 mark. They are 24-25. The A's are trying to get to 500. They are 25-27.
And, if all the East Coast teams want to talk about how difficult it is to come west, we might as well make them happy. Have a few losses,
That's right.
If that's the way they want to feel. But it is going to turn out to be a very, very nice evening. Of course, a lot of fans in the house tonight. I'm sure some will be coming in a little bit later because of the rain. But
Bottom line, fireworks following tonight's game, and let's hope there's some fireworks from the A's standpoint offensively during the game. Buck Showalter taking over last year in August as the Orioles playing very good baseball in his tenure last year and also the beginning of this season.
The A's just about set to take the field. The A's won the game last night by a final score of 6-2. The 12 hits last night, 11 hits on Thursday afternoon down in Anaheim. So it's nice to see some offense, and we indeed hope that it continues. So the A's take the field behind Josh Outman. Umpires head out to their spots, so we're just about set to go. Here's the Baltimore Orioles lineup sent out by Buck Showalter for tonight's game. Robert Andino will lead off again, but he will play third base tonight. Adam Jones in center, Nick Markakis in right. Vladimir Guerrero is the DH. Nolan Reimold will be in left, and it's J.J. Hardy at short. Mark Reynolds slides over to first base tonight. Ryan Adams will play second. Craig Tatum is the catcher.
Josh Outman making his first ever appearance against the Orioles, so they will see if they watch the tapes from his last start and his only start this season. That was against the Angels in Anaheim, and he did a great job on Monday, the first game of the series. The A's did lose the game as the Angels scored a run late, or actually 3 runs late, but Josh Outman did a great job, a tremendous changeup, and he was throwing throughout the game wearing that number 88. The Orioles had an 88. Can't remember the player's name, I'll think of it, but he came in.
He's a backup infielder.
Yeah, he wanted to wear number 8, but there was a guy named Cal Ripken Jr. that was there and wearing 8, so he took 88. Rene, was it Gonzalez?
I think it was a Gonzalez.
Yeah, Rene Gonzalez, something like that. But
defensively for the A's, Willingham in left, Crispin center, DeJesus in right. Kevin Kuzminoff back in there after missing 6 games. Then Pennington at short, Ellis at second, Barton at first, and Kurt Suzuki is the catcher.
Gio Gonzalez says Kuz welcome him back to the lineup. But last night, Gio Gonzalez wearing the alternate gold jerseys. The A's picked up the victory, even though Gio did not get the win, or not in the decision. But tonight, the A's have the beautiful white home uniforms on. These look crisp. Cliff Clavin, man, what a job he has always done getting these uniforms ready. And he's going to have some mutters tonight after this game. But he'll have them ready to go tomorrow.
So the rain delay, really just maybe a little bit over 10 minutes. Just a matter of time to get the field ready. First pitch is bunted by Andino, and it bounces, or it bunted over Outman's head, which you do not see very often, and it's going to be a base hit. And you think about that, Ray. Wet, maybe slick grass, maybe not completely wet. The tarp was on the field, but everything's a little damp. Not a bad play by Andino.
Well, Mark Ellis made a very smart play. Once it went over Outman's head, and what Andino was trying to do was push it towards second base on the ground, but it was in the air. Mark Ellis did the best thing. He did not throw the ball. Whether he had a grip or not, probably did not want to take a chance of making a bad throw and putting Andino at second, maybe even third, to start the game.
So, a leadoff bunt hit for Andino, and here's Adam Jones.
Talking to Cliff Pennington tonight. He and Gio Gonzalez, the run that scored unearned when Cliff tried to lead Gio to the bag on a possible double play. And he said afterwards, I knew I should never have thrown it. Gio twisted his ankle, but fortunately it was just a little twist. He was fine and is fine today. But we were talking about how difficult a play it is when you're trying to lead the pitcher to first base on a throw coming from the shortstop. Gio getting over to the bag. Cliff Pennington tried to throw it to him instead of leading him, and Gio reaching back. And right there, when he reached back, he rolled on his ankle, and that was the scary part. Fortunately, he was not injured, was able to stay in the game. But at that point right there, you thought he's finished, at least for the game. He is okay. But such a difficult play. The one thing that Cliff said, I don't know if he was a quarterback, but you lead guys, and he was just trying to throw it to him. And I said, it's kind of tough when the guy's running. But those are lessons learned, and I think Mark Ellis just showed tonight his veteran leadership on this club, decided not to throw a ball.
Solely hit Kuzminoff. That's a fair ball, and he dropped it. Everybody's going to be safe. Ball was right near the bag. So it is an error on Kuzminoff.
Good changeup with a couple of strikes, and Kuz had it and actually closed his glove a little bit too quickly. And he knew he was going to have to throw because Adam Jones can run, and kind of peeked a little bit maybe to see where Jones was. Fair ball over the bag. Watch him close his glove too quickly and just kind of squirted out. Squirted out as he was closing his glove.
And that is the 8th error of the year on Kevin Kuzminov.
I think 2 years ago he made only 3 all season.
Markakis hits one to left field. Willingham's going back near the warning track. He's got it. Andino scrambles back to tag up, but he decides not to, and that's out number 1.
First pitch to Andino, 3 pitches to Jones, 1 to Markakis. He hasn't even had a chance to say, how you guys doing? It's going up swinging the bat early. A big out there because it looked like Andino was going to tag him, probably could have, and maybe should have, once he saw the ball was going to be caught, but he went a little bit too far, and by the time he went back to second, Willingham had gotten the ball back in very quickly.
So here's Vladimir Guerrero. And one of the stories for the A's last night was turning the double play. They turned 4 of them. Big part of their 6-2 victory. Guerrero, a very dangerous hitter, but also certainly a double play candidate. He's grounded into 6 this year. Josh Outman in that start down in Anaheim threw 102 pitches in his 7 innings of work. The only run he gave up was in the first inning. And he settled down nicely. Big swing by Guerrero, fouled to the right side. A fan in the first row stood up, put the glove out, made the catch. Nicely done. A lefty down the line. Sunshine out in right field. How about that?
I think the way the Orioles are swinging the bat is like they think it's going to rain before the 5th. We're going to try to hurry up. And oh, that's beautiful.
Andino's going to be picked off. Outman runs right at him and now runs him back to the second base. Gives it to Ellis. And Kuzminov will just keep running and then put the tag on. So that's out number 2. Jones goes to second.
Josh Outman did it great by doing the spin move. Andino was caught. But if there's one thing Josh could have done as he ran him back to second base, spin, Andino was caught. He ran him. Now, right here, he just threw too soon. Running back even farther. Mark Ellis was on the bag at second base. You can run him back to the point that the runner at first has to stay at first. Once Andino got out of the rundown, Jones was able to get in the scoring position, but still very quickly 2 outs with a pickoff.
So 1-2 to Vladimir Guerrero. He gets jammed, little pop-up, and Barton has it, and Outman, just like that, works his way out of the jam. First 2 hitters were aboard, but nothing for the Orioles in the top of the first. steps in. Here's the rest of the lineup. It'll be followed by Mark DeJesus Willingham, Matsui, Suzuki, Ellis, Kuzmanov, and Pennington. So that lineup will face Brad Bergeson, the right-hander, and his first pitch in first strike to Coco Crisp. .269 for Coco with a couple of home runs and 17 runs batted in. Files that one back, and it's only 2.
Brad Bergeson, one start last year, no decision against the Athletics. His only time that he's faced them. 1-5 on the season, and they're trying to get back in the rotation on a regular basis. And pretty good fastball, good sinking fastball, tops out from low 90s. Slider and a changeup will go along with good fastball.
And he's a local kid. Yep. Born in Concord, went to Foothill High School.
So you always have to talk good about those guys.
That's exactly it. That one's drilled right center. Markakis on the move, dives, and he caught it.
It's enough. Seen enough of him.
What a play. Okay, you know Nick Markakis is in right field. Reimold in left, Jones in center, and then Andino and Hardy on the left side, Adams and Reynolds on the right side. Tatum is the catcher.
Nick Markakis shot last night over his head, David DeJesus, and he caught that one, and this one knuckled at him. And of course the wet outfield grass, no covering of the grass, so it's wet, but Markakis, a left-handed fielder, which means the glove's on his right hand, and it was perfect for him to reach out and rob Coco Crisp of extra bases. Good angle, dive, snow cone, came up with it. I think he would be considered seriously for a Gold Glove.
Every year, yeah.
Great play, and again, his glove's on his left hand. He's a right-handed, might not be able to do the same thing, but that is not the case. He's outstanding and shows why. He's one of the best in the business. Great arm, great defensive player, and very good hitter.
2-1 to Derek Barton.
Well, great concentration, ultra mo, and it's amazing. Great angle in which he's able to go get the ball.
So Barton gets the walk.
You know, we got a nice gesture from a gentleman and his wife, Matthew and Rodana Breen. I hope that pronouncing Rodana correctly. I saw him last homestand, and then outside he said, you know, Ray would like to bring you up some pizzas. He's works in the police department, over at Newark Police Department. I said, hey, we're always welcome. You can always bring food up if you want to. So we get a lady up here said, there's some pizzas downstairs for you. And we just had some, we need to call the police officer because we just had something taken from us, right? Part of the pizza?
Yeah, we got these 2 great pizzas. They're awesome, and we give some to the guys down in the TV truck. We want to give some to our great crew. And we're giving it to Jim Palmer.
I can't believe that's on his diet, to be honest.
Unbelievable. Brad Bergeson, as we said, born in Concord, Foothill High in Pleasanton. Terrific all-around athlete, 4th-round pick. In fact, we were just told downstairs that Brad Bergeson at Foothill, obviously a very good pitcher, but his teammate in high school was the young man that hit the grand slam for the Giants, Brandon Crawford. So he was the shortstop. Bergeson was the pitcher in high school. I would imagine they were probably pretty good. It's a little high school knowledge for you. The Jesus foul.
Well, anyway, we appreciate the pizzas being brought up here, even though we've got a lot of people surrounding our booth trying to come in and take it.
It's amazing how people just kind of wander in that you really haven't seen in a good month. Hey, Ray and Glenn, how you guys do? You guys sound great. You guys really have been sounding good. And you are. Jesus strikes out.
Dodge Charger keys the game. Here they are. Bring up Round Table Pizza anytime you want them. Otherwise, Josh Outman make the most out of an opportunity. And, of course, he is getting the opportunity because he's had 3 starters on the disabled list. But I think it was just a matter of time before Josh got back in the rotation. Keep up the solid defense. Of course, that hurt in the top of the inning. But Josh Outman taking care of that. And for the offense, are they turning the corner? We hope so. Good job last night. Josh Willingham, a couple of walks. Starting those 2 at bats 0-2 and then walked. RBI double, 2 outs, and then the solo home run. So good night for the A's left fielder.
So 0-1 to Willingham.
Now, I saw you react about the pizza being taken out of here. I thought something seriously had really happened. You know,
that is serious, Ray. We're giving our pizza to the opposition. How's it? I'm glad he's happy.
He is.
Mr. Palmer, the Hall of Famer, I'm glad he's happy.
Yeah. 1990 first ballot inductee to the Hall of Fame and deserving.
Ray, you know how I am with pizza. You know I get territorial when it comes to pizza.
I think you're going to send Jason back down to the truck to get the one we sent down to the guys.
Those guys, as long as they're happy, a great crew down in the truck.
Delaire said it gone.
We want them to be happy and well fed down here. Willingham, high pop-up foul.
Well, you know, Jim Palmer's talking about the pizza that he came over here and took back to Baltimore. And, you ever been down Little Italy in Baltimore?
Yeah.
Ooh, oh, what a great place. That is tremendous.
Great place to go for lunch, dinner. Yeah, it is.
Sabatino's, one of the best in Baltimore.
And it's walking distance from the hotel.
All the row houses right in the Little Italy there. And used to go to Lon Simmons with Lon and just eat pasta and stop by and get some nice ice cream on the way back to the hotel.
Willingham swings and misses. So a couple of strikeouts for Bergeson in the bottom of the first. So we head to the second. No score.
Chance to throw out the ceremonial first pitch. You batting practice and enjoy the game with 5 of your closest family and friends. And at OaklandAthletics.com/farmers today through May 31st for your chance to win.
Nolan Reimold, J.J. Hardy, Mark Reynolds. 3 right-handed hitters against Josh Outman, who worked around to jam First two guys got on base, a single and an error in the first inning, but helped out himself by getting Andino off second base. 2-0 to Raimo. Popped it up right side into foul territory. Derek Barton makes the catch. 1-0.
Well, how about this?
Yeah, our sole purpose tonight is to make sure that the Hall of Famer is happy at the Coliseum.
Number 2, J.J. Hardy.
Happy and he's. Yeah, that's the piece I wanted right there.
Come up for air, Jimmy. He said with Gary Thorne, they do the TV for the Orioles, and I said, "You want a piece of pizza?" He said, "As soon as we do this open, I'll be over there." Well, next thing you know, he had sent somebody over to get the pizza. In all seriousness, I'm disappointed with Matthew and Rodana Breen because they actually sent up 3, but took 1 themselves. Yeah. So, and it was nice of them to send 2, but they went so quickly they should have sent the 3rd.
Maybe we should bring some down to the Orioles dugout to make sure they're happy down there too. 2-1 to J.J. Hardy. That youngster's happy.
Waiting for fireworks. Got some goodies during the game.
There's the changeup from Outland, which was very good in Anaheim. Pitch. The fastball runs inside, so Hardy is the base runner here in the second inning. First walk issued by Outman.
Batting in the 7th position.
So they'll bring up Reynolds.
Number 12, Mark Reynolds.
Reynolds goes across the diamond tonight to play first base. He walked with the bases loaded last night, picking up his 23rd RBI of the year. Inside with the fastball.
Well, it seems like anything that's thrown inside, he lifts his arms and kind of backs out. We saw it last night with Gio Gonzalez, and ultimately A's manager Bob Garrett ejected for the first time this season after he removed Gio from the game and then argued with the home plate umpire last night, Angel Campos. And he was ejected because, as Bob knows, you can't argue balls and strikes or even discuss balls and strikes with the umpire, so it's automatic. But that was the case, defending his pitcher, who he thought probably several pitches should have been called strikes. They were not. And Bob Guerin was ejected. The A's did win the game, though.
So if a hitter lifts up his arms and pitches maybe that he thinks are inside, what does that tell you as a catcher?
He's not looking for it, and he can't hit it, or at least he's not looking. He wants it out of the plate, and anytime a ball comes inside like that, you see the hitters do that, whether it's a strike or not, they're going to lift their arms, and they're definitely not looking. Most guys don't like to get pitched inside because fastball can eat up a lot of guys. Not able to extend your arms.
Kuzminoff has it, flips to second for 1, and that's another double play. 5th double play turned in this series by the Athletics. Mark Ellis right in the middle of all of them.
Kevin Kuzminoff watched Mark Ellis at second base. Stop, jumps to avoid the slide, and a quick turn to first base to get the double play. But unbelievable, Mark Ellis, what he can do magically around the bag at second base. He can just know that where the throw's coming, he had to hold up, and he just made a sensational play again.
Matsui grounds out.
Just watch Mark Ellis, and he has to determine a second. He's got the left foot on the bag. He knows the guy's coming and jumps up to avoid the slide, but gets rid of it quickly enough. But just great hands around the bag and maneuverability, depending where he feels he has to go around the bag when he takes the throw.
Number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Would you say it's hard to teach good hands?
Oh, well,
you sort of either have them or you don't.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You can work on take as many ground balls as you want, but the soft hands, the good hands, and more than anything, not stiff hands where you don't panic. You know, I mean, your brother had great hands around second, turning double plays and just smooth. Of course, that's the reason he got the nickname. Right? Smooth.
There's a couple of reasons for that.
Well, I like to refer to baseball.
There's also some family secrets that you can't.
Well, that's why I kept it in baseball. I'll let you deal with him with that.
1-1 to Kurt Suzuki.
See, you just ruined it. I was just giving him a compliment, and he just blew it. You know. And I hope he's watching back in Milwaukee.
He's probably got his computer on watching, and my phone's going to blow up with the text.
Well, I hope so.
Shut
because
your mouth.
That's right.
Because
because I was just, great hands, great second baseman. Got the column for home runs covered.
That's right. 2-2 to Suzuki. Swing and a miss. Kurt chased a high fastball that was running up and in. So that's 3 strikeouts for Ferguson.
Kurt's had a couple of these in the last few games where the fastball's up and in and starts, and I think after he starts to swing, realizes there's not going to be much of a chance to make any decent contact. But usually after the first at bat, settles down and he'll drive the ball hard someplace before the night's over.
First pitch to Ellis is outside. The Texas Rangers won their game today 10-1 at home over the Royals. Maybe some of the highlights from that game a little bit later on. And the Angels lost. So that's your update from the AL West. Nice play by Adams, but he throws it away into his own dugout, and Ellis is going to end up at second base. So Ryan Adams made a nice diving play, but the throw nowhere near Reynolds at first.
Single in there. That's good news. I don't know who's scoring tonight, but that's a very good move because a difficult play. It looked like Adams was going to make a spectacular play, but he has to finish it, and he's not able to, and throws the ball past the first baseman. And the catcher Tatum was backing up, but it was able to get in the dugout. And Ellie was going to be at second base anyway. But a lot of times, and unfortunately, we see it where a guy will make a diving stop and make a bad throw, and they give him an error all the way. Well, you have to realize it's a difficult play, and he could have just short-armed it, let the ball go into right field, and just been a base hit without any possibility of being an error. But good official scoring call. Base hit, and there, the A's with a runner in scoring position. Who is scoring, Pia? Art Santo Domingo.
Base hit right field. Here comes Ellis around third, and he will score. So the A's do it again. A 2-out hit, and they take advantage of an error, 1-0. The ball was not hit real hard, and actually that probably helped the A's with Markakis' great arm in right field.
Yeah, welcome back, Kevin Kuzminoff. Going to the opposite field. The ball getting in on his hands, but he waited and shot it to right field. And you're right, with Markakis' great arm, went outfield grass. He made a spectacular play in the first inning on a ball that robbed Coco, but this one, no chance to throw out Mark Ellis, who was breaking on contact and able to score easily. And you're right, that's 6 hits in the last 2 nights. 5 last night, 1 tonight already. So 5 double plays defensively, big hits with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. The A's doing it all so far.
First pitch to Pennington is a fastball for a strike. So the error hurts the Orioles. It was the extra 90 feet that the A's needed to get Ellis home.
So Adams lets the ball go into right field, and it's a runner at first base, and they have first and third maybe. Still looking for another hit, but it's just one of those things that happens, and see guys dive and make great plays, great stops, but they just have to complete it.
Good swing there by Pennington. Fouls it back.
Well, this was Saturday against the Giants. Kevin Kuzminoff running, and then he comes up short, quad injury, and he has not played since. And you see him looking back, and I think he was feeling it all the way down the line, and then kind of realized he's going to be thrown out, trying to bust it as far and hard as he could.
Change-up, and Pennington strikes out. That's 4 strikeouts for Bergeson, but the A's get a run. Kuzminoff's 2-out RBI single. 1-0 Athletics.
A's fans, your next visit to Roundtable Pizza.
An all-star teacher. Check out the finals bios and video features. The winning teacher receives $20,000 for his or her school. A's with a 1-0 lead, top of the 3rd inning. Ryan Adams, Craig Tatum, and Robert Andino, 3 scheduled hitters for the Orioles. Adams 1 for 7 on the season. Just called up recently from AAA. Norfolk is where the Orioles AAA team is. Played 39 games down there and hit .303.
And it's very hard to replace Brian Roberts. Great leadoff hitter, great second baseman, all-star, and it's the Orioles. Buck Showalter trying to do that until he comes back. Another good changeup back-to-back, and game in Anaheim last Monday. 3 different batters in succession saw about 6 changeups. They just kept throwing it. Such a good changeup from Josh Outman right over the top, and a great release point. Kurt Suzuki kept calling it.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour. To the count to Adams. And he takes that changeup to make it a full count. Outman's changeup, as we saw in his first start, always right around 80 miles an hour. If you see that speed, that's his changeup. On the ground to Mark Ellis. Couple of hops. And that's out number 1. Time now for our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question. You can log on to csncalifornia.com to post your question. Andrew from Palo Alto asks, is it awkward to play or manage with an umpire who has previously tossed you from a game?
There is never a carryover from a game to a game or incident to incident. Once it happens, it's over. Believe that? I got some. No, usually there's no carryover. I mean, it's something that may happen one day, but I have heard and have seen where a manager is ejected, takes a lineup card out the next day and gets ejected before the game even starts because he's continuing to argue the incident that happened the game before. But in this case, Bob Guerin was just protecting his pitcher, Gio Gonzalez. He thought there were some pitches that were missed by the home plate umpire, and he basically told him, and he was ejected. Gio, we saw him in between innings asking the home plate umpire, are those pitches, how close were they? Why weren't they called strikes? So Gio was upset. It frustrated him a little bit, and basically his manager was covering him and protecting him. And he got ejected, but still, it's something that a manager has to do. But a carryover, it's not supposed to happen. It's professional. It's supposed to be able to have something happen one day and forget about it the next.
So Don Baylor get thrown out with the lineup card in his hand at home.
Oh yeah, I mean
it was an argument from the night before, and Don had not let it go.
And what's interesting, a lot of times a manager doesn't even take the lineup card out. Maybe the first game of the series in a visiting park, you want to find out the ground rules. But a lot of times it's a coach that will take it out. But if you know, the manager says to the coach, I'm taking the lineup card out tonight, then you know it's a pretty good chance he's not going to be coming back and staying in the dugout.
Watch the play.
Now batting, number 11.
Oh.
Robert.
Oh.
And
oh, no. Oh, no. And somebody just catches it on the rebound. I hope he
certainly
gives it
deserves it.
Oh,
man. It's cold.
Oh, he got it, though. The other guy had already had one.
Hit the phantom ball. Inside to Andino. With Tatum with the one-out walk.
That's what they do at Wrigley Field. A fan will have a baseball, and whenever they catch a home run from a visitor, when they're supposed to throw it back, they'll throw back the ball they brought in with it and keep the home run ball.
The $2 ball is wanted to score.
One that doesn't have Alan Bud Selig's name on it. Well, the inside fastball again tonight from Josh Outman, the same pitch that Gio Gonzalez, the lefty, was trying to throw last night. And the hitters kept backing off. Pitches were continually called balls. See the same positioning by the umpire.
And now 3-0 to Andino with Adam Jones waiting in the on-deck circle. Up and away, and that is the third walk by Outman. So in the early going, not quite as sharp as he was down in Anaheim. But the base on balls
now batting
were an issue when he was pitching down in AAA.
So this was last night. 4 double plays turned by the Athletics. Pennington to Ellis. There's one, and then LaRoche to Ellis. A great recovery by Mark. This was a great one, the dive, and then a continuation by Mark Ellis for the double play. And Elliott to Pennington with a 360 turn, the 4th of the night. Big outs, big double plays turned by the Athletics.
We're going to ask for another one right here. Strike to Adam Jones. Jones reached on an error in the first inning. Error by Kuzminov. Foul back. So it's 0-2. Outman talking about the walks. He walked 27 in 37 2/3 innings in his 8 starts down in Sacramento. So with him, if he's around the zone, he's going to do well. And again, many of those walks came in his early starts, but he really settled down in the last 4 starts. Now in the big leagues. Fastball up and away. The Yankees are leading the Mariners 3-1, top of the 3rd inning. The Yankees have already hit a couple of home runs. Cano and Teixeira. The Yankees leading the American League in runs scored and home runs hit. And they got 2 homers tonight, and both of them off Felix Hernandez. Bounced into left field, and that's a base hit. Tatum is being waved home. Willingham's throw is a bit offline. It goes to the backstop, but both the runners stay put, as Outman did his job by backing up the play. But it's an RBI single for Adam Jones, and we're tied at 1. Tatum comes in to score.
Another 1-out walk, and unfortunately, you get walks and they come around to score. They got the ground ball, but a changeup that was up. Adam Jones able to pull it. Josh Willingham, a throw a little bit offline. If it's an accurate throw, runner's going to be out at the plate. Kurt Suzuki trying to make the quick scoop, which he's done already, and make the tag. And if you're pitcher, you're supposed to do what Josh Outman did, and it kept the runners at first and second. Josh Outman backing up the play at the plate. And by doing so, the runner from second was not able to go to third.
Markakis swings at a high fastball.
Those are called strawberries. Very good to hand, a strawberry shortcake or maybe some cereal, but better known when you slide and you get, that's called a strawberry, and it hurts. Oh, it hurts.
A liner to Kuzmanov, throws to second, and Ellis just a bit late getting there. And that may not be the proper way to put it. It wasn't Mark Ellis's fault. It was close.
Well, this is what happened, the slide with Tatum coming around, and bam, his right knee jamming into the ground. And Kevin Kuzman off the line drive. See where Mark Ellis is playing. He went to the bag immediately, but pretty good base running by the runner Andino at second base. Line drive in front of you, the last thing you be thinking about doing is advancing a base until it goes through.
Changeup and a good one. Guerrero swings and misses. So Markakis lines out. Outman not quite out of the woods yet with Guerrero. A run in. Fastball inside. A little windy up here.
Oh, you have to love the aggressiveness of Vladimir Guerrero, especially when he swings and misses, because when he makes contact with that aggressive swing, ball just jumps off his bat. Never used batting gloves.
.441 career home runs for Vladimir Guerrero.
A bit of tape on his thumbs or fingers, but basically pine tar. Waggles the bat. Just says, you throw it anywhere close and I'll probably swing.
Good changeup, and Guerrero swings and misses. So the Orioles get a run and they leave 2. So we go to bottom of the 3rd, all tied at 1. CSNCalifornia.com has you covered. Log on and check out Brad Ziegler's off-season trip overseas to Djibouti, Africa, as he recorded exclusive footage of his journey visiting the American troops. CSNCalifornia.com, your interactive home for A's baseball all season long.
You asked to think about Djibouti?
Djibouti, Africa.
That's right. He had a great time. Talked to him during the spring about it. It's amazing some of the things that they were doing.
Knocked down by the first baseman Reynolds, and his throw rolls into the center of the diamond. Ferguson could not come up with it, and Coco's going to have a base hit. Reynolds kept it from going down the line, and then it could have been a triple.
Well, he did save it, and a nice stop at the deflection, far enough away, couldn't grab it. Ty Waller getting out of the way, and then a quick throw to his pitcher covering, and Ferguson could not handle. Actually, it carried him off his face and then into foul territory. And a kind of a wild throw by Reynolds, thinking where the pitcher was, but he wasn't there. And again, a base hit on a difficult play, but almost a spectacular play.
So that's the third hit for the A's, and that'll bring up Derek Barton. Fouls the first pitch down the left field line. Barton walked in the first inning. Barton was 1 for 5 last night. Long look in by Brad Ferguson. Foul tip at the plate. So now Barton behind in the count 1-2. Coco Crisp at first. He's got 14 steals. He's been thrown out 5 times.
You talk about Matt Wieters last night, his success of throwing out base runners, but Wieters is not behind the plate tonight. Coco, I think, trying to read the release of Ferguson. He has a green light, which means he can run pretty much any time he wants when he thinks he can steal a base.
There he goes, and Barton. Ball was way down and in, and Barton rolled it foul. So Coco heads back. Tied for third in the American League in stolen bases is Coco Crisp. Hits when the center fielder Adam Jones drifts back and over into left center. He's got it. The stolen base leaders in the American League, Jacoby Ellsbury has 18. Elvis Andrus has 50. And then Coco Crisp and Rajay Davis each have 14. So with 1 out, David DeJesus steps in. Struck out in the first, 1 of 4 strikeouts for Ferguson in the game. Coco's running, and not even a throw as he's in there with a head first slide. Number 15 for Crisp.
Well, he was running with Barton, decided to run a first pitch, and a tremendous job, but that's what you like to see. So he read something whenever he attempted with Barton. Of course, Derek with the 2 strikes had to make contact. Cliff Clavin got his work cut out.
Up the middle, and a nice play by Hardy. Spins and throws to get to Jesus. So J.J. Hardy saved a run. And a very nice play at short.
Oh, especially to make the catch the way he did, field the ball, and then make the 360 spin and throw out a very fast base runner, David DeJesus. Got him by plenty. Just wonder if the crowd slowed the ball down a little bit. Did not even have to dive, didn't have to leave his feet, and made a very good play. Very good shortstop, so not surprising.
Willingham, and guess what? A 2-out RBI hit. He hasn't done it again. So Willingham gets the A's to lead back at 2-1 with the RBI single.
And again, the approach is outstanding by the Athletics. Coco with the stolen base to third base, but Josh Willingham staying inside this ball, the slider, and hit it perfectly to right center. And at that point, Coco could trot home. And just a very solid swing. I think we're seeing exactly what we thought we'd be seeing with Josh Willingham. The way he is swinging the bat, using the whole field. How about that? 6 for 12 against the right-hander tonight. Just a solid swing. He had a backdoor slider last night for the home run, but this slider from the right-hander, head down. That's a tremendous swing there. He'd be seeing Adam Road take a look at that swing, and he should.
So RBI number 31 for Willingham. Matsui bounced out to the first baseman. His first at bat. Taps this one foul. Oh, the stolen base comes into play for the A's here in the third.
Coco the night off last night. Ryan Sweeney playing and patrolling center field. His post-game guest last night after the victory, and tonight Coco back in the lineup. Single, robbed of a hit, stolen base.
Fly ball to center field. Jones is there, and that will do it. Josh Willingham, a 2-out RBI hit. Fourth inning coming up. A's 2, Orioles 1.
Is that counting Josh Outman that we're looking at number 88?
I think it probably does. So we've given you one, folks. Nolan Reimold leading it off. And it's 2-0. Reimold fouled out to Barton in the second inning. So Reimold will be followed by Hardy and then Reynolds. Outman gets a strike.
Thanks, Walona. We just had our pizza. Now we just brought dessert. Cookies and who knows what's in the box.
Pennington was thinking about diving for it, but he was not going to be able to make the play as Reimold has a base hit.
Enter for your chance to throw out the ceremonial first pitch before the A's against the Giants Bay Bridge game on Friday, June 17th, plus MVP tickets to the game. Guess who's sponsoring it? Visit any East Bay's Round Table Pizza to enter for your chance to win between now and June 5th. For official rules, please visit participating Round Table Pizza restaurants, or you can come up to the booth, and if you can grab some that's left over, you can. No, not with my partner Kuiper. There will be no Round Table Pizza remaining.
First pitch to J.J. Hardy is a changeup that drops low. Hardy walked in the second inning. And hit by Reimold, the third for the Baltimore Orioles. A.J. Hardy coming over in trade from the Minnesota Twins this offseason. Breaks his bat. It's a fly ball toward the line and left. Willingham has it, and the bat ends up right next to Kevin Kuzminoff, who picks it up. So that's out number one. So want to bring up Mark Reynolds.
Now batting.
Reynolds hit into a 5-4-3 double play.
Reynolds.
It was to end the second inning. Basically what the Orioles did in the offseason is they redid the left side of their infield, even though Reynolds tonight playing first base. But traded for Reynolds, coming from the Diamondbacks, and got J.J. Hardy from the Twins. Beautiful sky. Just over looking west. Willingham goes back, still going back, warning track, and he's got it.
Man, strong. Got jammed on that ball. That's a beautiful sky.
Now batting, number 6.
But swings hard, and again, one-handed, and almost hit it out. Mark Reynolds very strong. And the ball just kept carrying, and fortunately Josh Willingham was able to go to the warning track and make the catch.
So 2 outs for Ryan Adams. So a single and then a couple of fly balls to left field. Adams grounded out to Ellis in the third. Here's a strike outside corner. Yankees 3, Mariners 1, bottom of the 4th inning up in Safeco. That's Nova and Hernandez, the pitching matchup. Mariners trailing in that game, but they have won 8 out of their last 9, and they are right at the 500 mark. It's going to be a base hit for Adams. Lines a single to left field. So a lot of base runners so far in this game for the Orioles. That is their 4th hit, and Outman has walked 3.
And it seems like he's trying to get inside with a fastball, and if they miss, obviously they're called balls, but for some reason some of the hitters, Reynolds to the warning track, and now Adams fastball inside, able to clear his hands and get a base hit. So what Kurt Suzuki is doing tonight, the fastballs hard in and then the changeup's away. Not a lot of breaking pitches tonight, mostly right-handers that he's facing, except for Markakis. Good changeup.
Craig Tatum, the 9th place hitter, who walked and scored in the 3rd. From Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and went to
Mississippi State, which is in Starkville, Mississippi.
Quick 0-2 from Outman to Tatum.
I wonder if he was a teammate of Mitch Moreland. Mitch Moreland, the Rangers first baseman, also went to Mississippi State.
0-2 pitch, line drive, center field, base hit. Here comes Reimold. They're waving him home. Coco's throw is cut off, and the Orioles get a 2-out RBI hit of their own to tie the game at 2. So Tatum gets his first RBI of the year.
Well, back-to-back change-ups, and then throw him a fastball, and he's all over it.
Now batting, number 11, Robert.
Wanted it down and away and left it right in the middle of the plate. But it just goes to show you why sometimes it's best to come back with another changeup. And again, we saw Kurt Suzuki and Josh Outman do it in Anaheim, and there's nothing wrong if the guy's going to be sitting with a fastball, and he's a catcher. He knows how many changeups you're going to throw me. Well, next time it's probably going to be 3 or 4 in a row.
So here's the top of the order, Robert Andino. He singled in the first, walked in the third. Andino playing third base tonight. He played second base last night. First pitch, a bit inside. So Kurt Suzuki will have a quick chat with Outman. 64 pitches thrown by Outman. Walked 3, struck out 1. Low, 2-0. Orioles come into tonight's game 11th in the American League in runs scored. They're 8th in home runs, 12th in stolen bases. So that's their breakdown offensively. 3-0 to Andino. They're hitting .252 as a team.
This Vladimir Guerrero, you could think he'd be swinging.
Not close. So the bases are loaded for Adam Jones. Ron Romanic's going to come out. So 4 walks for Outman.
And Gio Gonzalez 5 walks last night, and he said that he thought that some of them were close, and again, that's why Bob Guerin was ejected. But the 5 walks was really not what we have seen from Gio, and the same with Outman. Although Outman making just his second start since returning to the big leagues.
So Jones is the hitter. He had an RBI single in the third, picking up his 29th run batted in of the year.
Now batting, number 10, Adam Jones.
So he is the Orioles' leading RBI man. Adams is at third, Tatum at second, and Andino at first. First pitch is a changeup. That one's in for a strike. Looks like his changeup tonight, Ray. It's cutting in a little bit to right-handed hitters. I don't remember it doing that as much in Anaheim.
Yeah, ideally you want it just the opposite, fading away from the right-handers. The guy is fooled, and that's cutting into his swing, and he opens up. It's like it's right in the middle of the plate. This is a check swing, and Joe West said he didn't swing.
Jones was 0 for 4 last night. Fights off a high fastball, so 1-2.
The Mariners have tied it up in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-3 Mariners and the Yankees. Seattle still batting.
But the Angels losing 1-0 after their big comeback last night.
Swing and a miss. He got him. So the Orioles score 1 and they leave them loaded. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. It's a 2-2 game. Uniform numbers higher than 70. Outman, we knew that. Barry Zito, we knew that. May have forgot about Ricardo Rincon. Willie Crawford wore number 99 in 1977. Willie Crawford. 1977.
He's weren't very good then.
Charlie decided to get rid of everybody.
Yes, he did.
So it's a 2-2 game, bottom of the 4th inning. Suzuki, Ellis, and Kuzminoff against Brad Bergeson.
Why is it so cold on May the 28th?
It is cold. Yeah.
It's freezing. Cold, rainy.
What is the date today?
28th.
28th of May. Come on.
I mean, this is summertime. Summertime.
Toward right center, but Jones got a good jump, and he moves to his left to make the catch. Well, and generally, out where we live in the Danville area, it's quite a bit warmer there than it is here, but it has not been warm out there either. Okay, the hoods are up, big jackets out. Down around the knees, a strike to Mark Ellis. Ellis singled and then went to second on the throwing error and scored on Kuzminoff's 2-out RBI hit. In the hole, Hardy backhands, throws it in the dirt. Reynolds has it. I don't know if it was by design, but it worked out nicely.
I saw Hardy wipe his hand, I think, after he threw the ball, so I don't know that it was intentional. It could have been, though. It's a little bit harder. No, he didn't do it. That smile to Reynolds, but see if you can see him wipe his hand after he threw it right into the ground. But a perfect one-hop throw to the stretched out Reynolds. Straight into the ground. But usually that's done on artificial surface. It's a little tougher on grass.
Now we saw Eric Chavez do that, obviously, but I want to say, and you would know better than I, but Dave Concepcion used to do that, didn't he?
He had artificial surface.
Yeah, I think he did. Great shortstop for the Reds. Kuzmanov has a base hit to right field. He's 2 for 2.
Now, Bergenson was not involved in what Kevin Kuzmanov did, but the start, remember last year in Baltimore, and I was thinking about that, as Kuzmanov gets another fastball, just stays inside the ball and shoots it to right field. So he's 2 for 2 with a couple of hits that way. But Bergenson pitched in the game in Baltimore last year. Remember we were talking about it, we knew he's from the Bay Area. He left with a 5-2 lead over the Athletics.
Yeah, I remember that game, and he pitched pretty well.
He pitched great. He retired 14 in a row at one time. But then it kind of fell apart. Jake Fox actually hit a ball, a bad hop, and then later Kevin Kuzmanov had a 3-run double.
That's right.
That helped the A's win 7-5.
I think, as you saw the stat line, he allowed 4 earned runs, but I think 3 of them came in after he left the game, if I remember correctly. He pitched extremely well, and it was one of those where when the game was over, you're like, wow. He didn't feel good about winning it when he was pitching because he was pitching so well that day.
And Gabe Gross hit a home run, but you know who was umpiring behind the plate? The gentleman at third base, Angel Cumbers. And there was some yelling going on that night too, because remember
that's right.
You know, the folks back in Concord, everybody watching him, but he pitched brilliantly. It was a great game.
It ended up being a 7-5 A's win.
Exactly. So there's no doubt he was very happy, at least through 7 innings. A win. We were televising back the Bay Area, of course, and everybody was watching him pitch so well. It's a team he probably grew up watching. Now we think from Concord he would have been an A's fan.
I would think.
Just take Bart in, you know.
Sure.
$2 Wednesdays. Bart from the Concord station. Get off right at the Coliseum.
Pennington checks his swing. And the count's even at 2-2. Pennington struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. Bergeson struck out 2 in the first, 2 in the second. He has not picked up a strikeout since then. On the 92-mile-an-hour fastball fouled at that.
By the way, the ball is running away from the left-handers, and again, we saw last night with the outfielders playing very shallow, and same with Reimold in left field tonight. But Cliff Pennington, fastball that's away from him. See the outfield players, and they play very shallow. The Orioles outfielders do.
That's a base hit for Cliff Pennington. Kuzmanov will stop at second base. It's a 2-out rally.
That's a case of a hitter, and Cliff Pennington showing, pitched him away and thinking maybe he's going to shoot the ball left field. He just reacted once he got the pitch inside. Had him going inside, and Cliff just dropped at the head of the bat.
Center fielder.
A line drive with 2 strikes. So can the A's do it again? And he's actually in a shutdown inning. Scoring the run, but then giving it right back.
So here's Crisp. Was robbed of extra bases in the first inning by Markakis, the right fielder. Somehow, Tatum caught that ball.
More slider, he just threw his body out in the glove, and the young man can swing the bat. We haven't seen him throw yet, but he is very athletic behind the plate. That ball was behind him, had to reach back and keep it from going to the backstop, advancing a couple of runners.
Crisp wants timeout. Crisp Then singled, stole a base, scored a run in the third. So his average at 271 overall. Popped up, and it's going to just reach the seats.
Interesting watching Coco Crisp ask for time after Ferguson shook off a couple of signs from Tatum. I think a lot of times that the hitter goes to the plate thinking, okay, it's going to be a certain pitch that I'm going to see. But then you see the pitcher start to shake off. You're thinking, well, is he shaking to the pitch that I want? Or is he shaking away from the pitch that I'm thinking about? You know, it becomes the old cat and mouse. So it's not surprised that Coco might have stepped out to try to figure out. But more times than not, see the ball, hit the ball, let it go.
Slice to left field. Reimold is back, still going back, and he's got it. Side retired. A's strand a pair, so we head to the fifth inning from the Coliseum. It's a 2-2 game. By Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, get the new Bourbon Barbecue Steak Grilled Sandwich. It's at participating restaurants. Breezy and cool tonight after some rain before the game. We actually started about 15 minutes later than the scheduled time. Time to get the tarp off. 2-2 game, top of the fifth. Markakis, Guerrero, and Reimold. Josh Outman is yet to have a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Orioles have stranded 6 through the first 4 innings, 5 in the last 2 innings.
Well, that last one a strike.
He did.
Markakis trying to get out of the way of it.
Outman with 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. 73 pitches thrown. Slowly hit toward Ellis, and that's out number 1.
Join Troops Direct Memorial Day this Monday when the A's host the Yankees. Troops Direct communicates with the front lines daily to provide support for our service members, making them energized and high-spirited as possible. Returning Marine will throw out the first pitch. An F-18 flyover will take place. And for more information on Troops Direct pregame barbecue, visit troopsdirect.org. Tickets go to oaklandathletics.com. And we wish Aaron Nierbon a lot of success on Monday, putting this Troops Direct together and done a tremendous job. So maybe we'll see him out here. Probably going to be very busy, but we look forward to seeing him.
Putting the finishing touches on what will be a terrific day here at Coliseum.
Yeah, the name Aaron is not a common name, and I friend of mine whose name is Aaron Durant, and it's just sometimes it just near Bond and Durant, you know, but just thinking of Aaron. So my apologies to Aaron Nirabon, who is doing a great job with Troops Direct.
I think he'll forgive you.
He's a good man.
Yeah.
A chance to visit with him last homestand. And
Now batting.
but a tremendous effort that he has done in organizing Troops Direct, especially with all the great things they are sending over to just not the troops in general, but the troops in the front lines in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
The ones who
it's going to
really important.
The guys right up front. You're right. Swing and a miss by Reimel. Guerrero's single, the 6th hit for the Orioles. So Outman has spent quite a bit of time in the stretch. In fact, just looking at this right, first batter of the game got a single.
Yeah.
So Outman's in the stretch. He got the first out in the second, then the next guy walks. So he went into the stretch. He got the first out in the third, then the next guy walks. Leadoff single in the fourth. So let's hope he's comfortable pitching out of the stretch, because that's where he's been most of the night.
Well, we will show his windup when he does get the opportunity to pitch out of the windup. And his windup is similar to a stretch. Yeah. He kind of sets off to the side and then starts his windup, so it's not that much of a change when he goes into the stretch. And it's understandable at times why relievers, and most relievers now, will come in out of the bullpen and they'll pitch exclusively out of the stretch.
One-two pitch is popped up. Derek Barton is got it, and that's out number 2.
Well, we're seeing a lot of this motion because he has pitched so much out of the stretch tonight, but Josh has a slight hesitation when he comes up with the leg and then drops it down, but still very quick to the plate. Actually, we have not seen a runner try to run on him tonight. A lot of hard work when you have surgery and you miss as much time as Josh did, and also Joy Devine. And just the physical preparation once you have the surgery and you're healed, but the mental also, to be able to go through everything knowing that your ultimate goal is to get back right here pitching at the major league level. Those two pitchers, of course, position players have similar injuries or take time.
That one's drilled to center. Coco Crisp is going back. He's at the wall, and he's got just enough room, and he makes the catch.
Glad it's not tomorrow.
So Hardy deep to center, but the Orioles do not score.
And so was Coco Crisp. Fortunately, this ball left the bat. J.J. Hardy like it's going to do more than it did. But boy, the yeah, Josh is looking up and saying, which way the flag going? It's heavy air tonight. That really helped me, I think, and it did. Did not take a chance on a nice sunny afternoon.
Well, it was what, 54 degrees at game time.
Could have fooled me. I thought it was a lot colder than that. It's colder now for sure.
Yeah. Barton, DeJesus, and Willingham here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We've been talking about Josh Outman, but Bergeson has had base runners all over the place as well. The A's have 6 hits, and he has walked 1. So the A's have stranded 5 through the first 4 innings. Barton a walk and a fly ball to center field. Breaking ball that stayed up, and Barton fouled it back. Upstairs, and then it dropped down into the lower deck. Well, the Mariners scored 3 times in the bottom of the 4th inning. So they lead the Yankees 4-3. Game in the top of the 5th.
For the Mariners, that's fun. For the Yankees, that's not fun.
Nope, especially with Felix Hernandez.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the fact they had a 3-1 lead against Felix Hernandez and feeling pretty good about themselves. The Yankees can score some runs, no doubt. We'll see it in first of next week. 3 days starting Monday.
Barton has a line drive to right field for a base hit. So that'll bring up David DeJesus. In-depth sports news for the Bay Area fan. We got it. Go deeper, Sportsnet Central. It's brought to you by Hyundai. It's tonight at 10:30. It's on our sister station, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Highlights from the A's and the Orioles. Full AL West roundup. Final of Champions League. Brody Brazil, Henry Wilford will host. So Barton with the leadoff single, hit number 7 for the A's. And here's DeJesus. DeJesus 0 for 2 tonight. 1 for 5 in the series with a couple of walks. He's sitting on a 6-game hitting streak. He has 10 hits in his last 22 at bats. Bunt attempt, and he bunts it foul.
Not a bad idea by David, as he was actually trying to bunt for a base hit, but also if he had gotten the bunt down, at least he could have advanced Derek Barton a second. I think these guys sometimes just kind of do it on their own. They're not given a sacrifice, and saw the infield, everybody playing back, thought he could get the ball down and get himself on base as well.
Bergeson tries to go inside, runs off the plate. 1-2. Outfield straightaway and shallow for DeJesus. Slices this one to left field, and playing shallow helps Nolan Reimold as he makes the running catch.
And that's so frustrating for a hitter. Great job by DeJesus going opposite field, but last night, tonight, same thing. Outfield playing shallow, and as we said last night, you're going to see an outfielder rob more hits of balls in front of them instead of balls going over the heads. And Reimold did not have to go very far to get it. David trying to help out, but he knew where he was playing in left field.
Willingham goes after the first pitch, pops it up. J.J. Hardy moving over toward the bag at second, makes the catch, and that's out number 2.
Oh, he showed Jim Palmer, the Hall of Famer, eating some of the round table pizza, and between innings he took some brownies over to Jim Palmer to get a little dessert on top of it,
making him happy.
And those brownies courtesy of Eileen and Jim Marazzo, who sent up a huge box of brownies. Nice fastball right down the middle and right up the chute. Josh Willingham had ideas of doing some serious damage with that.
So here's Matsui, and the first pitch is low. Yeah, we took some brownies over to Jim.
What did he say?
We caught him by surprise a little bit, but he needs a little dessert after his pizza for lunch.
He's a well-conditioned former athlete. I mean, so I'm surprised that he would even consider having a brownie. But they are good.
Reynolds dives, can't get it. Adams has it, and he throws wide. But backing up the play is the catcher, Tatum. So the A's will have 2 on, 2 out. So Bergeson, it looked like Bergeson was there, but the throw was offline by Adams.
And really just throw to the bag, and if he's there, he should be able to catch it. And tried to guide it. Let's see if it's behind him. Bergeson just missed it. That should be an E1.
Yeah, that was a good throw.
Yeah.
So I stand corrected. The throw was offline.
Yeah. E1 and a good call. That definitely. And all they had to do is watch a replay and see the throw was right at the bag by Adams. So he made the right play. Bergeson was there. He just missed it.
So not the fault of Ryan Adams.
And you know, the Orioles are very fortunate that there was not a runner at second base, because had there been a runner there, the catcher Tatum could not have backed up the throw because of the runner rounding third or going to score position to third base. Catcher has to stay at home plate. Well, that means that entire right side foul territory is opened up. But with the runner at first base, it made a big difference.
Fastball right on the outside corner to Suzuki. Kurt with a strikeout and a fly ball to center field tonight. 2 for 7 in the series with a double.
Staying with the slider outside.
Time the fastball trying to get in, and Suzuki fouled it back. So the count is even at 2-2. Barton at second, Matsui at first. Slider, Kurt takes it.
Well, this is a tough call for Kurt Suzuki. He's taken the sliders, and the fastballs have run inside to him. He swung and missed in his first at bat, lined out his last at bat on the fastball. And now 3-2, really has to protect against the slider. Maybe a ball he tries to go to the opposite field. If he gets a fastball, it's probably going to be inside.
Runners go. Strike 3 call. So strikeout number 5 for Bergeson. The A's strand a pair.
Please direct your attention to Diamond Vision.
and Billy Ripken of the Orioles each homer in the same inning. It was the second time they achieved that feat. Kettle homered 3 times that game, and it was his only 3-homer game in his career. It was in Seattle, and the Orioles beat the Mariners 12-8. So Cal and Billy Ripken played together for a while with the Orioles.
Even better than that, the dad managed at the same time.
That's not bad.
That's great. And Cal Ripken, senior, as they called him, but a great family, the Oriole way, and there were a lot of it.
Reynolds, Adams, and Tatum, 7, 8, 9 in the Orioles lineup against Outman. It's 2-0. Reynolds has hit into a double play and hit a long fly ball to left field, so he is 0 for 2. Lots of power, as we know. Hits this one very high. Coco Crisp to his left into right center field, and he's got it. So Reynolds is out. And that'll bring up Adams.
Number 6, Ryan Adams.
First pitch to Adams is low. Outman working from behind in the count.
And considering the way this game has gone, it's amazing that Josh Outman's still pitching and pitching effectively. The good live fastball, 6th inning, as he's approaching 90.
Kuzmanov has it, and that's out number 2. In a row retired by Outman, and in a game where
now batting,
the Orioles have had a lot of base runners.
Craig Tatum.
Trying to settle down a little bit. Just a couple of strikeouts. So here's Tatum. Tatum has done some damage from the 9th spot in the lineup. Walked and scored in the 3rd. Had an RBI single in the 4th. And now it's 2-0 again.
But one of the best breaking balls Josh has thrown tonight was the one to Adam Jones a couple of innings ago. Had the bases loaded, struck him out.
Picked a good time to throw his best one.
I don't think it's the true curveball. It was like a slider. Have the sharp downward bite to it.
3-0 pitch to Tatum. And it's low.
Well, he just could not get through the inning pitching out of the windup exclusively.
Nope. So that is walk number 5 by Outman.
Number 11.
Suzuki's done a good job with tonight, and now Ron Romanic's going to go out and visit, because what Kurt has done, he knows his pitcher's struggling, trying to get him through it, as Michael Wirtz is going to get loose. But at least Kurt has been going out, trying to talk, settle him down, trying to get him through this. It would always be nice to add a few runs, give a little bit breathing room for a pitcher.
So top of the order, and Andino, who has also had a very good night. Well, the 9th place hitter and the leadoff hitter have yet to be retired by Outman. Andino tonight with a single in the first, a walk in the third, and a walk in the fourth. Swing and a miss. Andino took a big rip. 0-2.
You don't look at second baseman swinging this hard, but tonight it's third base. Maybe that's why he's gone in big swing mode. Second base is kind of slapped the ball.
Tries to check his swing, and he does, says Joe West. .96 pitches for Outman. Andino hits it toward Kuzminov. Kuz will go to second. Side retired. A runner left. That's 8 stranded for the Orioles. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's a 2-2 game.
The tarp was on early today, but it's off. Great play by Markakis, and Mark Ellis doing his job at second base is off. Coors Light Freeze Can brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Those youngsters are going to wait it out for the fireworks.
They hope the grass dries before they get out on the outfield grass.
The attendance tonight, 23,795. 23,795. So a very nice crowd.
The first of 5 fireworks this season, and this game tonight is supposed to start at 7:05, but was at about 7:17, I think. So about 10 minutes, 15 minutes later than normal. A couple of fireworks will be 6:05 starts.
Ellis is retired, and that's out number 1.
Remember, Monday is Memorial Day, a long weekend, but it's Monday, a day game against the New York Yankees on Memorial Day, and Troops Direct, a big day. And Larry Lures, our great producer, said it's going to be a special telecast right on Comcast Sportsnet California. A lot of messages from the soldiers in Afghanistan, overseas, so look forward to that. An F-18 flyover, and on Diamond Vision, the Troops Direct, there will be also messages from soldiers in Afghanistan. So a special day honoring the many troops around the world who continue to do a great job.
Kuzminov rips one to left center and deep. Jones is going back, and he's at the warning track, makes the catch. I think that ball was hit a ton too.
Well, you have these conditions, though. These guys have to be so frustrated, and talk to them after the game. Crushed it, can't hit it any harder.
Number 2.
And it just goes absolutely nowhere. I mean, that's a great swing. 3 great swings by Kuz tonight. Drove in along the base hit to right field. Another single to right, and this one looked like it might have had a chance. Comcast Sportsnet, California sign, and you thought it would bring it right over the top of it for a home run. Didn't happen.
There's Pennington. So the game on Monday is a 1:05 start. The game on Tuesday is 7:05. And then the game on Wednesday is 12:35. So those are the 3 starting times for that upcoming Yankees series here at the Overstock.com Coliseum.
Well, you've got that down perfection.
Slow down.
You're good, man.
Don't say it too fast. Colon and Cahill will be the matchup. That one's flipped down the left field line, and that will drop fair. So Pennington with a 2-out double, and Ferguson is yet to have a 3-up, 3-down inning, just like Outman.
Pulled the fastball inside last at bat for a single to right field, and this is perfect right here. Just slaps the ball to left field, and Abel with Rimo playing shallow could not get to the ball. That was about 3 or 4 feet inside the foul line. So a 2-out double. The A's, once again, as was the case for Coco at his last at bat, couple of runners on, runner in scoring position. He lined out to left field. Another chance to put the A's ahead.
Coco, line drive, center field, base hit. Here comes the runner. The throw to the plate is just a bit late, and just getting the hand in is Pennington, and they've done it again. 2-out RBI hit, 3-2 Athletics.
Well, with all the controversy about Buster Posey getting run over, and the one slide that has become common, at least with some players, is exactly what Cliff Pennington did. Great 2-out hitting by Coco Chris, but watch the slide, and it's amazing. Adam Jones took a double clutch, a strong throw. Look at the slide. He got the hand in. He went to the side. The catcher was trying to block him off. He did a good job, but Cliff Pennington with his hand got it in around there. And you know, if he slides feet first, he's blocked off the plate. But he got his hand in between the spread legs of the catcher. Mike Gallego saying a go. That's another 2-out hit. And right there, that is a great slide with the hand touching the plate. He put the leg out to Tatum, trying to block him off, but there's the hand. What a great shot. Great camera work. And Cliff Pennington getting the hand in. So see, there's the type of slide. You don't have to run over a catcher like that. I mean, could have, because really Tatum had the plate blocked. He could have bowled him over, but he went in with a hand, got the hand around. He'd probably have been out if he tried to run him over, because he would have had the ball. That's some great camera work there, boy, showing a great way to slide. You know, it's not easy to slide head first like that, but if you go around the equipment of the catcher, you avoid any major contact and any possibility of hurting yourself.
So the lefty Clay Rapata warming up for the Orioles. So all 3 runs, 2-out RBI hits by the A's. How about that?
And Coco, once the throw was going towards the plate, he knew there was going to be a play, so he continued to run. He's in scoring position as well.
Derek Barton has a walk and a base hit tonight, 1 for 2. Mariners still leading the Yankees 4-3, bottom of the 6th inning.
We were told that Matt Waiters not only doing a very good job swinging the bat, throwing out base runners, but his ability to block runners off home plate is spectacular. And same with the backup catcher Tatum tonight doing the same thing, putting the big strong leg out there. Waiters getting the night off. He'll more than likely be in the lineup tomorrow, day game after a night game.
So 3-1 now to Barton. And he missed again.
Ball running too much. Just kept running away. And Buck, as he always does, he runs to the mound and he points on the way. And his way of trying to speed up the game and make the decision before he gets to the white line.
So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Is brought to you by Xfinity, home of the most live sports, and by Chevrolet. Go to ChevyBaseball.com to support youth baseball and help make a moment kids will never forget.
Brad Bergeson is out. You got the first 2 outs here in the 6th inning, but then a double, a single, and a walk. Gives up 3 runs, 2 earned.
Pretty good bat if you talk to Jeremy Guthrie, the veteran on the staff, and has not received a lot of run support this year. But as always, pitches well.
So this is Clay Rapata. So the funky delivery.
Yep, he's definitely got one.
So he's got one job to do, and that's to get David DeJesus. Strike 1-1 the count.
Well, Coco thinking about stealing third, he would have had a great chance because Rapata hardly looked back to second base, and Derek Barton at first base, and now his catcher's going to remind him. But really, the middle infielders with 2 outs always try to hold the position. Here's the right hander as the A's this inning, back-to-back line drive center field, and then double RBI single walk. The A's have taken the lead. Barton at first watching Coco Crisp, because if Coco goes, Derek's going to be following to second base. Neither being held.
Not running, and the pitch is down and away, 2-1. DeJesus, a strikeout, a ground out, and a line drive out to left field. And now 3-1. Jesus, outside corner call to strike. So a full count with 2 outs. That'll get the runners moving. Runners take off, and the pitch is on the inside corner, strike 3 call. So the A's take the lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Cliff Pennington just getting that left hand in. 3-2 Athletics.
Pick off as Andino was going to third, but he picked him off. That was big in the first inning with a couple of runners on base. Vladimir Guerrero, and then left him at the plate with 1 runner on. So there's the runner at second, and then a 5-4-3 double play. Watch Mark Ellis, the magic at second base. Quick turn on a low throw, and Josh Outman involved in the early part. He actually leaves the game as the bullpen is taking over, and he has a lead. So he is the pitcher of record as Joey Devine comes on for his 5th appearance. 4 innings, couple of hits, a strikeout for Joey Devine, and not uncommon to see a lot of zeros when it comes to record and ERA, especially the ERA. Record, he could get some wins. Right now he's trying to help save a win for the A's and Josh Outman.
So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Devine pitched last night. Pitched 1 inning through just 10 pitches. And he jumps ahead 0-2 to Adam Jones. He'll be followed by Markakis and Vladimir Guerrero. Top of the 7th inning. Oh, 2 pitch. Runs inside. Couple of runs, both earned in 6 innings for Outman. 5 walks. Push that pitch count up.
Still for his 2nd outing, and there's no doubt when a pitcher misses as much time as both Outman and Devine have missed, and coming back, we're going to have some times, and the arm may not feel as strong as it has in the past. Joey Devine and Outman both spent time at AAA.
Broken bat, a 1 hopper to Ellis. And that is out number 1.
Come to the Coliseum to see Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, CC Sabathia, Nick Swisher, and the rest of the New York Yankees for their only visit this season on Monday through Wednesday, June 1st. That's Monday the 30th, Memorial Day through June 1st, Wednesday. Tickets are available online, oaklandathletics.com/tickets, and by calling 877-493-BALL, 877-493-BALL.
Now the probables: Colon Cahill, Garcia Anderson, Burnett Gonzalez. These will send their top 3 starters out.
When you look at the Yankees rotation and you're seeing those names as opposed to the past of Andy Pettit. You see Sabathia, of course, still in the rotation, but Pettit probably one guy they'll look back and say, sure would be nice to have him in the rotation.
Up and away to Markakis. Colon has pitched well for them, but you just wonder, will he be able to sustain it for a full 6 months? Three and 1 with Guerrero waiting in the on-deck circle. And that's low on the 1-out walk. So that's the 6th walk A's pitchers have issued. They issued 5 last night.
Now batting, number 27, Vladimir
Joey Devine is one
Guerrero.
pitcher out of the bullpen since 4 previous appearances, not pitching a lot out of the stretch. He is a rare reliever. Comes in and pitches out of the windup until he gets a runner on base.
Here's Guerrero, 1 for 3 tonight.
Ideally, you get Guerrero to hit into a double play, and you might not have to face him the rest of the night. But he's right now, depending how this at bat goes in the rest of this inning, could possibly see him again in the 9th inning.
He got a fastball on the inner half, and he foul tipped it. So 0-1. Runs in on Guerrero. "65 games without allowing a home run." Outside corner with a fastball, strike 2 call.
And Markakis with good speed, and Joey Devine, the 2nd pitch to Guerrero. He went with the slide step. Look at him this time. He wanted to get a little bit extra, so he went with a higher leg kick and threw an outstanding fastball to the outside part of the plate. A lot of movement coming back.
Guerrero somehow got a piece of it. Watch where that pitch was, and then he was able to hit a foul ball to that side of the field, although it bounced behind him, it looked like. That's hard to do. Swing and a miss. He threw it right by him. High fastball.
Well, he threw him one at his ankles and one at his head, and he swung at both of them. And that's the strike zone of bad Vlad. And good fastball. You want to stay away from him. He went upstairs,
14,
and
Nolan
Guerrero with the
Limo.
mighty swing, but no contact.
So 2 outs for Reimold. Around the knees for a strike. very short lead for Markakis, and the ball trickles off of Barton.
Thank you.
And the A's got a break. Wow.
Thank you, Wayne Kirby, for being so close.
The ball hit Kirby, and it just stayed right there. And if it doesn't hit Kirby, Markakis is at second.
Let's see if Kirby's in. He's not even in the coach's box. See if he's where he's supposed to be. That ball is headed towards the sidelines or the rail, and there's a coach's box for a reason, but very rarely are they there. Kirby out of the box, and the ball to the left of Derek Barton. It's passed off his glove. And there is Wayne Kirby, an observer, and bam, got it. Markakis was headed to second, then realized, hey, the ball didn't go that far.
Rival, good swing there, fouls it straight back. So 1-2. If you threw a rock, you'd hit all of them. Little pop-up right in that spot. Barton has it, side retired. Runner left. So that's 9 stranded for the Orioles. 7th inning stretch coming up.
Thank you, Wayne.
Lead, bottom of the 7th inning. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. It's Jim Johnson making his 23rd appearance. And he'll face Willingham, Matsui, and Suzuki. They scored 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th, all on 2-out RBI hits. Curveball from Johnson, and it's outside. So Clay Rapata gets just the 1 out, and that's all he was asked to do. Johnson takes over here in the 7th. pitch is a fastball that runs inside.
Brett Balfour, who pitched Thursday in Anaheim, getting ready for the 8th inning. Ryan Fuentes will hope to try to close it out for the A's tonight. What do you think?
There's the lefty.
Yeah.
So full count to Willingham.
Well, Bob Guerin talked about certain matchups and how a certain part of the lineup might figure out with lefty, righty, and center. We'll see what happens.
Foul territory. Reynolds on the run, and but he's going to get it.
He can see out of the corner of his eye there's that big bullpen mound.
Watch out.
He's probably watched some highlights when he's with the Diamondbacks. He said, I remember seeing all those guys running hard down there and doing a face slap right into the mound. Not me. There it is. It just appears out of nowhere. Well, out of nowhere, it's there forever. Look at it right there. That's where you kind of run up. Claywood does a great job building these mounds. It's amazing.
It's a beautiful mound.
It is a beautiful. I mean, you'd like to get your little trucks and take Jack out there and play them, right?
You would be out there right now. And if I asked him to move, he'd say, just a minute, Dad, I'm not quite done yet.
Just tell him old Uncle Ray says he could go out and play on Claywood's bullpen mound.
You are Uncle Ray in our house. Another 3-2, and Willingham chases ball 4. So that will be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. A's baseball on Comcast Sports Center California is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Cache Creek's Heat Wave giveaway with cash prizes, match play, and more every day. Visit CacheCreek.com for details. That's what you're going to be drinking tonight, folks.
Number 256, bring it on.
Number 256 is a popular man tonight. Hot coffee.
Looks like we're shaking up some hot chocolate.
Yeah, hot chocolate probably, you're right.
Shake it up. Move it in, move it out. It's pretty good. Well, you just have to, when you come into the Coliseum and you're one of those concessionaires, you have to just know what you want to sell, right? I mean, tonight, give me something hot.
Get here early, get in line and say, I want the hot chocolate tonight. Matsui is 0 for 3. He did reach on an error in the 5th inning. The Yankees have tied it up top of the 7th inning. Felix Hernandez still pitching. He was 1 out away from getting through the 7th inning, but he could not finish it out. Yankees have tied it, still batting. Hernandez still on the mound. 125 pitches for the big right-hander. Fastball outside 95 miles an hour. Johnson, very tall, 6'5", 230 pounds. Swing and a miss. It's a nasty pitch, whatever it is.
Straight down, and both Josh Outman and
The catcher,
Josh Willingham and Matsui swung at it.
So 2 outs for Suzuki. Outside corner strike. So Johnson has struck out both the hitters he has faced. Big overhand curve in for a strike, and it's 0-2. He's throwing it all in there for strikes right now.
Johnson throws that hard changeup that looks like a splitter, like Rich Harden and some of the pitchers that can throw at 87, 88 miles an hour. doesn't matter when it goes down as rapidly as they have to Willingham and to Matsui. Call it what you want, but it's a good out pitch, especially both cases 3-2 is the count.
Bouncer and a tough hop handled by Andino. He throws out Suzuki. So Jim Johnson has a 3-up, 3-down inning, and we're on to the 8th. It's the A's 3 and the Orioles 2. A's 3, Orioles 2. It is the 8th inning.
You know the name of this song?
It's Metallica. Do you like it?
Speedy oil change. It's time for change.
Indeed. Big speedy oil change and tune-up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Grant Balfour takes over. 24th appearance for Balfour, and this is game number 53 for the Athletics. Balfour will face Hardy, Reynolds, and Adams. First pitch is a fastball, just a bit high. So Joey Devine, an inning of work. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. First strike. Texas 10, the Royals 1. Was the final down in Arlington, and the Rangers hit 5 home runs in that game. Harrison got the win. They hit back to back to back. Moreland, Napoli, and Indy Chavez. Also Beltre homer and Cruz homer. So Texas, after losing last night in 14 innings, comes back to beat the Royals 10-1 today.
So the Royals with 3 home runs in the last inning last night. The Rangers 5 today. That's a whole bunch of balls traveling out of the ballpark in Arlington.
2-2 the count to Hardy, who is 0 for 2 with a walk.
This inning, of course, a lot of right-handers in the lineup tonight facing Josh Outman, the lefty, who started for the Athletics.
Hard hit ball, but Coco Crisp has it.
So Grant Balfour comes in the 8th inning to face 3 of the righties. And he hopes there are only 3 righties that he's going to face. This is the guy that's the scary one. He doesn't look like a big, powerful home run hitter, does he? Looks like just a nice guy.
Number 12, Mark Reynolds.
He's so nice he wouldn't dare hit a home run.
Yeah. Nice guys swing hard, and he does. Well, for his last outing was in the 9th inning. That was Thursday.
First pitch to Reynolds is low. Reynolds is 0 for 3. That is Luke Scott, who's come out into the on-deck circle.
He looks like a home run.
Yeah, and he swings like it.
Look at his pipes.
Down and in. The Twins beat the Angels 1-0 in 10 innings. Danny Valencia with a walk-off single. The Angels had just 1 hit in the game, and they were no hit into the 8th inning by Anthony Swarzak. Anthony Swarzak. Jared Weaver pitched 9 innings, did not give up a run, 2 hits, and he got a no decision. The Angels shut out on just 1 hit. Good fastball on the inside corner. So the count is 2-2.
Good fastball, and Reynolds started, and maybe last night we saw him with Gio put the hands back. Maybe enough of that was coming inside and couldn't pull the trigger. He likes to extend his arms. The big swings he's had in this series so far that we've seen, he's extended his arms. Yeah. And that's dangerous.
That's the swing, right?
Yeah, and that's why Gio last night, Josh Outman tonight, guys trying to pitch him inside so he can't do that, because when he extends his arms and the mighty swing, that's when it becomes a dangerous hitter. Look at this swing.
So a full count to Reynolds. He takes low, and that's the walk. 7th walk issued by the A's tonight, and here comes the pinch hitter Luke Scott.
Now batting, number 6, Ryan Adams.
No, that's not Ryan Adams. Nick, let's have an announcement. The pinch hitter, Luke Scott.
Scott has good power. 6 home runs this year. First pitch is high. Indians beat the Rays today 7-3. Carrasco over Shields.
Number 30, Luke Scott.
Indians scored 4 runs in the 8th inning. So the Tribe goes to 31-18. Breaks their little 3-game losing streak. That one called strike on the outside corner. Toronto beat the White Sox 9-8 in 14 innings. Corey Patterson with a walk-off home run. Jose Bautista hit his 20th of the year. Yeah. He's hitting .353 with 20 homers.
We're not even in June yet.
He's a nice player. 2-1 now to Scott.
And the Blue Jays think they're smiling. Gave him a contract because we just knew he was going to do the same thing he did last year.
He's now the cornerstone of that franchise. The Red Sox and the Tigers were rained out in Detroit. It'll be a day-night doubleheader tomorrow at Comerica.
Toward Mark Ellis, spins to Pennington on to first, double play. 4-6-3. A's hold on to the 3-2 lead.
2-out hits again, the story for the Athletics, as they've had it 3 times. Orioles not going away. This is Willingham. Was the RBI hit in the 3rd inning. Tatum had a 2-out RBI hit of his own. That tied the game right there. Here's the big hit. Coco Crisp, 2-out. Pennington at second. That was in the 6th inning. Pennington just gets the left hand in. So the A's take the 3-2 lead, and they still have the 3-2 lead. 2-6-2, 3-9-1.
And playing first base.
Line score.
Now pitching, number 19, Koji O'Hara.
So when it's time for change, take Speedy Oil Change and tune up your oil change, tune up and Spog experts. Koji O'Hara comes in.
Now batting, number 14, Mark
You're
Ellis.
talking about the highlights, and a lot of good highlights, especially with the 2-out hitting, but that double play turned the top half of the inning. Mark Ellis again, a perfect feed to Cliff Pennington at second for the double play to end the inning. I'm sure Larry's going to show us before long to see how nice the double play was turned. And a big double play, second of the night.
One and 2 now to Ellis. Pop up in front of the Orioles dugout, and it drops into their dugout.
It's Luke Scott, who is now playing first base. Reynolds to third.
And Dino to second. So there's Reynolds now at third. And Dino goes from third to second. And Scott stays in the game at first. O'Hara's 1-2 pitch, and it's fouled back. So bottom of the 8th inning, the A's trying to make it 2 in a row over the Orioles. And close to within 1 game of 500. The A's are 25-27. Outside Ellis. That one's driven to left and deep. Reimold is back at the wall, and it is gone. Ellis homers to give the A's a 4-2 lead.
He can turn some double plays, and you challenge him with a 3-2 fastball. Last home run, October of last year, the second. It's the last day of the season. And the great thing about this, Mark Ellis getting the solid treatment. That's all right. He'll take it. His first of the season. But the best thing about that shot, a great home run, but watching him run out of the batter's box, head down. And that's when you know, may not hit a lot, but when you make the contact that he did, he knew it was gone. It had to feel great, and he's saying to these guys, you can try to hit long shots, they don't go anywhere. That's how you do it.
Reimold takes care of that one.
That's a big run too, and a great swing. 3-2 fastball. Watch his look at Mark. He's not even going to look. He just puts the head down and starts running. And ball was crushed and heavy air and all. Still got it out over the out-of-town scoreboard. Watch this. That's perfect. Green collar baseball right over the line, indicating a home run. The side of treatment, he said, I don't care. It still felt great. The guy's giving it to him, but that's usually what happens. It's been a while since a guy's hit a home run. They immediately start saying, solid treatment. It's all right. You'll take it. They were happy to get the extra run going into the 9th inning. At least one extra.
Cliff Pennington has had a good night. He's 2 for 3. Fuentes getting loose for the 9th. Pennington a single in the 4th, a double in the 6th. And he scored a run in the 6th. That was the go-ahead run. Just beat the tag at home. 2-2 is in the dirt, and now full count. Ferguson started, and then Rapata. Jim Johnson pitched a perfect 7th inning. Koji Uehara here in the 8th, and Ellis has touched him for a home run. Another 3-2 to Pennington, and another foul ball. Ricky Henderson enjoying tonight's game.
Willie Randolph, a teammate of his at New York. Time now for the Fremont Bay plays of the game, and Coco Crisp put a night he has had, and he's done it pretty much all. This is a base hit off the dive by Reynolds, and then he steals a big base. And that would be important because he comes around to score on Josh Willingham's base hit, and then he decides to drive in the go-ahead run with a great slide from Cliff Pennington. And Coco Crisp, what a night. You'd like to see him in the lineup, and there's no doubt the way the A's really are working him. They're giving him a day off every once in a while, keeping him fresh because they know when Coco's in the lineup, he makes things happen. And tonight, big night for him.
Takes a strike. 2 for 4. A couple of singles, RBI, stolen base, run score. And that one missed somewhere. So 1-1 to count. So double-digit hits for the A's for the 3rd consecutive game. And for a team that has struggled offensively, that's a big deal. That one's lined down the right field line, but foul.
Got a heater down in the bullpen. Some fastballs are called heaters, but that's a real heater. It's blowing out some hot air. They need it tonight. Whoop. Looks like there's a jet ready to take off, doesn't it? Yeah, where's our heater?
Come on. Swing and a miss. Chris strikes out. The A's get an insurance run thanks to Mark Ellis' first home run of the year. So the 9th inning is coming up. It's the A's 4 and the Orioles
and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
A's 4, Orioles 2, and when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and Smaug experts. Brian Fuentes comes in looking for his 10th save of the year. He will face Tatum, and then the top of the order, Andino and Adam Jones. So Brian Fuentes trying to save it over the Orioles. And the first pitch is in at the knees for a strike.
And let's saw the record for Brian Fuentes. He's been successful more times than not with save situations. It's those losses have come when he's been in a game, tie games, and he's given it up. But tonight he has a 2-run lead. Trying to put it away for Josh Outman and the A's to make it 2 in a row against the Orioles.
Fuentes' last save was May 8th at Kansas City, so it has been a while.
A's might be getting some good news pretty soon about Andrew Bailey, the closer for the A's. And if that happens, it will position guys back in the kind of the spots where they expected to be when the season began. There is Andrew between Landon Powell and Craig Breslow. I think we all know how great it will be when Andrew Bailey does return to the active roster, and he himself will be very happy. So what he's been through since last winter or end of last season with the surgery, and then problem during spring training.
Change-up, swing, and a miss. So 1 out here in the 9th.
Excellent change-up, pulled the string after throwing a couple of fastballs, and you can see the delivery. It is the same for the fastball and the change-up. Pulled the string beautifully.
Robert Andino.
So here's Robert Andino. Andino is 1 for 2. A single and a couple of walks. So he's been on base 3 times. The Yankees and the Mariners still tied at 4. Bottom of the 8th inning. Way outside. For the A's, Outman for 6. Devine the 7th. Bow for the 8th. Fuentes here in the 9th.
Well, the bullpen is setting up perfectly too.
Starting to, yeah.
Wow.
Yep,
Joy Devine, great 7th inning. And, well, you get to the point that as much as the starters want to go deep in 7 and 8 innings, but well, the way the bullpen is setting up, especially when Andrew Bailey comes back now that Joy Devine is back healthy, throwing well. Gives Ron Romanek, Bob Guerin the options of what to do, knowing that they have the strong back end of the bullpen to get 9 outs without a problem. Don't hurt him now. He's trying to get off the disabled list. Be careful. A little anxious in the bullpen. I think Andrew Bailey would be happy not to travel off to Sacramento or Stockton or wherever and doing his rehab assignments. He can stay with the club and hopefully stay healthy.
1-2 pitch. Andino thought about chasing it. Holds up.
Andrew Bailey knows this next trip goes back to the East, where Bill Bailey will be probably showing up at some of those games. His father.
Let's hope so.
Absolutely.
On the ground to Pennington. 2 outs.
Now the changeup left it out, but still Andino out on the front foot, and a ground ball to the sure hands of Cliff Pennington at short. What a strong arm he has, and gets to watch himself on diamond vision make that strong throw across the diamond.
So here is Adam Jones. 2 outs, nobody on. 4-2 A's. Yeah, that hit Adam Jones. So the Orioles will get the tying run to the plate.
Now batting, number 21.
And that will be Nick Markakis.
Well, a hard slider, and home plate umpire with the front foot. And it's what Chad Fairchild called immediately.
Martin is going to play behind Adam Jones. Markakis, the only run that matters here. First pitch, and he got a fastball, and he went after it. It was a little high, and he fouled it back.
Well, we have seen that last night with Gio Gonzalez hit a first pitch curveball after Gio struck him out with fastballs his first at bat, and after that, swinging early in the count. Same tonight. Very aggressive.
Markakis takes just a bit outside to even the count at 1-1. He's 0 for 3 with a walk. Does not have a hit in his career against Fuentes. Runner goes, pitches outside, so Jones will get to second. And looming in the on-deck circle is Vladimir Guerrero. I'd say looming is a good way to describe him.
And I say that means that Nick Markakis knows that he's going to get a pitch to hit. They're not going to be pitching him carefully to get to Vlad.
Markakis down the left field line and foul.
Well, can't he throw him a big sweeping breaking ball and strike him out? Stayed with a fastball. Markakis trying to keep his hands warm.
So the crowd over 23,000 tonight. Up on its feet. Two and two. Long look by Fuentes. Now he's ready. Markakis checked his swing, and the pitch, I guess, was outside. Full count. Chad Fairchild could not pull the trigger.
Could have been a call as a check swing also.
3-2 pitch. Popped up, shallow left center. Willingham coming in, and that's the ball game. So the A's have made it 2 in a row over the Orioles. They win it tonight by a final score of 4-2. So the A's have won 4 out of their last 5. They are now 26-27, and they will go for the sweep tomorrow with Guillermo Moscoso on the mound. Outman the winner, Fuentes the same. A's win it 4-2. Don't go away. A's postgame live with Mindy Bach and Greg Canaray starts right now.